tutorial, I am going to pull my hair back and out of my face and put in my circle lenses. These are by Geo. They're the big grain circle lenses in the color brown. So then to prime my eyelid, I'm going to use my Tarte concealer and my beauty blender. I'm now going to use a mixture of two different tan colors to set my concealer. Now I'm going to go in with kind of a peachy color all over my eyelid. Now, using a fluffy blending brush, I am going to use circular motions to blend out the edges. Now I'm going to take kind of like a pinky shade on a very small kind of like densely packed brush, and I'm going to pat it out on the outer half of both of my eyelids. I'm now going to blend that out. Now I'm going to take a kind of darker brown color on a smaller brush, and I'm going to pat some of it off on the back of my hand. And I'm going to kind of start carving out my eyelid to make it more round shaped like an anime character's. I'm now going to blend that, not using a fluffy brush, but kind of like a smaller, more condensed brush to keep it, or to keep the color kind of intact, I guess. But then I decided against that. Now I'm going to use a fluffy brush again. Now I'm going to use an even darker brown that's a little more cool toned on the same brush, and I am just going to kind of, I guess, define the crease even more. Now I'm going to blend that. Using my Covergirl Roses palette, I'm going to apply a shimmer shade to the first half of my eyelid, starting at the inner corner. Using that same palette, I'm going to take a dark rosy color and apply it to the outer half. And then I'm going to take a light pinky color to blend. I'm going to take both of those darker brown colors and define the crease while also kind of dragging the color inwards. Now I'm going to blend. Now it's time for eyeliner. To begin, I am going to draw a line on both eyes and try to make it as even as possible. Now I'm going to take that line and begin to drag it inwards. And then align the rest of the eyelid. Now, using a makeup wipe, I'm going to try to straighten the lines as much as possible. And then I'll add a point to the wings. Then I set the eyeliner using a black eyeshadow. Now, using my J.One Jelly Pack, I'm going to prime my face. This is really good for hot days as it makes your makeup stick to your skin for hours. Now I'm going to mix my Mercier foundation and my NYX whitening drops to create the perfect shade. Then I'm going to dot it onto my face and blend it in. Now I'm going to apply my Tarte concealer under my eyes, on my chin, the bridge of my nose, and a little on my forehead. Now I'll blend that in using my beauty blender. Now I'm going to use a little bit of my Glossier Cloud Paint on the very tops of the apples of my cheeks, a little closer to my under eyes than I normally would. Now I'm going to conceal my pimple and use a little bit of my Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder to set my under eye area. Now I'm going to use my Too Faced Primed and Poreless powder to set the rest of my face. I'm going to use a little bit of my Juice Beauty powder over my pimple and begin to contour my face using my Smashbox contouring palette. And then I'm going to highlight the high points of my face using my Lorac highlighter. I am now going to shade my lower lash line using a dark brown color from my Morphe 35W palette. And I'm going to use a white eyeliner pencil on my lower waterline. I'm also going to use that same eyeliner pencil on my inner corner, and I'm going to blend it out with my fingertips. Then I'm going to use a drugstore brow mascara to lighten my eyebrows. And now I'm going to curl my eyelashes and apply my Glossier Lash Slick mascara. I'm going to apply my Ardell Wispy lashes to my top lashes and a Japanese brand of lower lashes to my bottom. Now I'm going to apply a little bit of my Milani blush in the color Tea Rose to the apples of my cheeks. Using my Nars concealer, I'm going to conceal my lips and begin to apply a corally red shade to the inner part. Now I'm going to apply a slightly darker red. I'm going to top that off with my Fenty lip gloss. Now I'm going to blend my fake eyelashes into my real eyelashes with mascara and apply a little bit of highlighter to the inner corner of my eye. Now I'm setting my face. Here is my wig. I put it on off camera. And here's my costume. My wig is from Light in the Box. My costume is from a local cosplay shop. My keys are from Amazon, and my temporary tattoo is also from Amazon. And my boots are my mom's.